sleep. We don't make excuses. We just keep giving out free picks. I got to say, I was into the ground, worn down. That was about as bad as I think I've been over the last 15 years of doing this, where I had nothing left in the tank. So got to bed early. I took a nap yesterday, and I feel a lot better today. I'm still not 100%, but man, if you're going to leave it all on the table, March Madness, it's like, what happened to Mitch? He left it all on the table for March Madness, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Certainly not going to apologize for it. If anything, we're just going to hit it even harder next year for the opening weekend. Speaking about hitting it harder, here come the guys. We got Rod and Brian with us, as usual. And, yesterday, a nice light card. It was a good day for me to, kind of take a nap and, get it together early. But, of course, for me, it's the day before. It's always that day before that I have to, it's about tomorrow for me. It's not about today. Once my picks are in, my bets are in, there's not a lot I can do. A lot of times, I'm an in-gamer. You guys know that. I'm an in-gamer. I'm a half-timer. I don't know. I can even call myself names. How about that? I'm such a good name caller. How you guys doing today?
Feeling good. Morning.
2-1, and Rod had a big day yesterday.
I went 4-1, swept the NBA.
2-0 for me yesterday. How'd the premium YouTube do?
1-1 on my premium.
It was 2-0.
1-1 too.
2-0 for me.
Nice.
Bounce back.
Goddamn Blazers yesterday.
Bounce back for me. Yeah. So.
My alarm man had a bad second half. Ooh.
Yeah, they were up at halftime, weren't they, by 11 or something?
Yeah, and then they scored 20 points second half? It was like, yikes. 21 points, sorry.
I gave out Stetson on this show, and I gave it out in the video, too. They covered. That's one of the few people in the Hatters.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah.
I didn't see any thanks, Mitch, for Stetsons out there. I'm just kidding.
I did. There was one on the Facebook group. I seen it.
I'm sure it was. I'm so out of it. I just yesterday, I was just so done. I can't remember being that tired and still being awake. I think the last time I was that tired was the year I went to Vegas, like when I was younger, before I started doing the website and everything. I went to Vegas for the Pacquiao Morales 2 fight. And I got there on Friday night instead of flying in on Thursday, like I should have. I got there on Friday night, and my luggage didn't get there. And my luggage didn't get there till Sunday morning. So, I had been up the entire time. Same clothes. Went to a fight, everything. Yeah. I went to Vegas for a weekend. My suitcase never made it. I didn't even bat an eye, But that Sunday morning, man, I was out like a light. But, anyways, got a bunch of NBA on the card today. We've got some, I don't know, is there hockey today?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there any basketball, NBA, college? Is there? No, they're not playing that below.
There's one college game
today. I don't even see it on the board.
Pepperdine and Coastal Carolina.
Oh, just cancel it. That's like pushing it. Like, who cares? We beat Longwood. We're in, baby. It's like
Pepperdine's been good all year. They've been.
I know, but are they a tournament team?
No, I would like to see the CBI Invitational have teams like Penn State or.
Well, normally they would, but this year none of those teams played in the NIT or anything either. So, Penn State didn't have a winning record, but I'm talking about teams with winning records. Like Duke had a winning record, right? So they could have been in the NIT, and it would have pushed other teams back into the CBI. I don't know. Who knows?
The NIT has a nice group of teams left, like Richmond,
it does. But even so, a lot of the teams like Louisville and stuff didn't play, right? So it's there's a bunch of teams that could have been in and didn't do it.
I'm a bet Pepperdine today.
You go ahead and do that, Rod.
I will.
Yeah, I agree with Rod. I have
Rod
Pepperdine -7.
will be wearing the Pepperdine hat tomorrow. I've always been a Pepperdine fan.
No, I never.
It's like bandwagon ride.
I've never been a Pepperdine fan. But
Just a you're a bandwagoner, though. You're a bandwagoner.
In college hoops? Oh,
In everything. You're bandwagoning. If you're a bandwagoner in one sport, you're a bandwagoner. That's the way it is. Me and Brian, I think, have about the same faithfulness to our team. They're only good to my next wager. That's it. Brian will stick with some teams to the grave only if they stink. It's like they have to stink just enough. Speaking about stink, who did the Eagles pick up as their backup quarterback? There, I saw they picked up.
Yeah, I saw.
Who was it?
I saw my friend Ann. Not bragging, but be happy about Joe Flacco.
Oh, that's it. Joe Flacco. They picked.
Joe Flacco.
He's so shot. Oh my God!
That's like, what does that do for? That's just, I don't know. Why would
Did you
want
not
Joe Flacco?
see him on the Jets last year? He was so shot. I don't even.
Bench butt groove.
How does he make
Philadelphia bench butt groove?
No, it's like you got a quarterback that goes outside of the pocket, and you're like also gutting your team. It's like you better have a good backup.
Although that Nate Sudfeld, he looked horrible. They used him, so I don't know. Maybe Flacco might be better than Sudfeld.
How is he with the varsity? How is that guy still with the varsity, man? It's like Nate Sudfeld. It's like I think we could swing a deal for Blaine Gabbert. This is why, some of these guys, it's like Chase Daniel. I mean, guy's played like 37 plays in 12 years. He probably makes $3-4 million a year. It's like.
I think if the Bears cut Foles, that would be somebody I would bring back as a backup because he's
third time, round 3.
Yeah, I mean he's a solid backup.
For the Eagles, he's a starter. For everybody else, he's a backup.
He's not going to start over their young quarterback.
But the Eagles, without Peterson, just going to be a different team. And, you got to break it down and then build it back up now. Speaking about breaking down and building back up, it's the NBA trade deadline tomorrow. I expect to see a lot of action. There's some teams that are definitely in the mix and are a player or two short, and there are some teams that are not in the mix that probably want to unload some guys. I've never been like a big fan of the San Diego Padres style of treating the trade deadline where you just all of a sudden, if you're not a contender, you just get rid of everybody. It's like, what about next year? Then you got to start all over again.
I could see the Sixers getting Kyle Lowry or somebody like that. That'd be...
Raptors dealing Lowry? Is that rumored?
Yeah,
I could see that.
That's the rumor. He's rumored to go to. He's
because I guess Van Vliet is taking his job, huh? Is that what's going on there? Van Vliet's taking his job. So yeah, it makes sense. Lowry's expensive as hell, so that makes sense. I'll tell you who's going to make a move here, and this is my prediction. This is the Dallas Mavericks. This is a team that's clearly a player or two short, but are in the mix. Right, they're in the mix, but they're just a player or two short. That's it. And this is a team that's traditionally dealed. They're traditionally dealing. So, Lowry's probably expensive as hell. He's probably expensive as all get out.
No,
Aaron Gordon is gone, but it's like, who wants him? It's like, is he going to make the difference for somebody? Is he like a difference maker? I would say Kyle Lowry's a lot closer to being a difference maker than Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Lowry's a scrappy guy. I'm not a fan of any team. I like.
Yeah, Lowry's a $34 million cap hit.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. You're not going to get $34 million, and he's not going to put you over the top. That's for sure.
No.
I'd like to thank everyone that's become premium YouTube members. I know we're not perfect, but
I thought I was going to be perfect again yesterday. I really did.
I was perfect again. I'm back to perfect. Back to perfect. I had 2 days there where it was like I was just dead weight for 2 days, and then yesterday we nailed it. We also hit
Pelicans kicked the crap out of Lakers yesterday.
Well, we gave that out. Plus, we gave that out as the consensus. I doubled down accidentally because I don't listen to what Brian has to say. Well, let's get into these NBA picks, and let's see what we got going on today. I think enough people are here with us to get going. I was trying to stall a little bit because sometimes the notifications go out, sometimes they don't. I want to make sure that everyone's here because I don't want to see all the comments. Who did they take in the Nuggets game?
Right.
Oh no! Who did they take?
If you're
the
coming
Nuggets?
late, why don't you just go start from the beginning and then?
Do you like Nuggets money line? Do you like Pacers Pistons, Raptors Nuggets, Milwaukee Bucks Boston Celtics, and the Orlando Magic against the Phoenix Suns? This is my time slot. I'm betting this time slot. How about you guys? I love the slot. Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Milwaukee Bucks laying the points. They've won 9 of 10, 7 straight. Celtics are just floundering around 500. Line looks like they're begging you for Boston. I'm going to take the Bucks here. I think they get a solid home 10-point win.
Does this look like a relative of yours, or is this a rectangle? I'm just not sure. I'm just checking.
That's not that square. I'm looking at the money.
I'm just kidding. I like the Bucks too. Rod? It just seems like a home favorite for you. It just isn't.
If
really
I wanted to be super square, I'd say take the Nets plus 10 points.
But you just home favorites just aren't your thing generally.
No,
it's like I'll just sit here and play all the hockey favorites puck line. It's like, thanks for playing. I've got some excellent gifts for you. We just saved everybody a lot of time.
For me in this clump, I'm going to take Denver. I'll lay the 2 points and take Denver. The way Toronto's been playing, they've been floundering. 1-9 their last 10, 4-6 against the number. Denver's just playing the way better hoops. I'll take Denver. Lay a couple points. The other one, I like Detroit. Detroit is 8-0 this year, following a double-digit home beating, which is what they just took. So, and they're also 6-1 ATS their last 7 road games. And then you look at the Pacers, and the Pacers are 0-6 ATS, following a straight-up loss of more than 10 points. So I'm going to take Detroit plus the points in that one. And I'm with you. Give me the Bucks. That line looks like they're baiting you to take Boston with the points. I'll take the Bucks. I'm with you guys.
Is Toronto healthy now? I mean, I didn't see.
They've been healthy for like 5 games, and so
and they just when are they going to start to play? They just look awful.
No, they're coming off a loss.
I like the Pacers here against the Pistons. I don't care what you guys think. It's I know there's a million trends going against the Pacers. The trends are made to be broken, and I think the Pistons are actually the square play because they're like, oh, they're so good on the road, and they cover on the road, and this is a lot of points. The Pacers stink. Da 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 da. Now the Pacers are actually kind of turning it on now that they got LeVert back. If you could beat the Miami Heat back to back in Miami, you sure as heck can beat the Detroit Pistons at home. I'm gonna take the Pacers here, and I'm gonna lay 6 points. I'll lay a half dozen. They're gonna win by 11 plus. I'm gonna say. I'll put it right next underneath. Where's my card? Minnesota layup. Where's that? Here it is. Minnesota layup, Brian.
Yeah, well, I got one wrong. It's not the first one.
That one, but it was like, but this.
Where's my card? I'm gonna put Detroit Pistons layup.
I'm not saying. Oh yeah, okay. Say it. Layup. Say. No. Say this. 11 plus. 11 plus. Pacers.
I might be able to get talked into Pacers.
11 plus.
What worries me in that game is Brogdon and Turner are questionable game time decisions.
I don't care. 11 plus. 11 plus. 11 plus. We got your Chicago Bulls up against Cleveland Cavaliers. Houston Rockets. Brian, run, don't walk. Up against the Charlotte Hornets. Minnesota Timberwolves. Team always barking up the wrong tree. Against the Dallas Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies up against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm loving them Thunder Buddies. Rod, what do you got here?
In this spot here, I like the Cavaliers. Give me the Cavs plus the points. It's just too many points. And the Cavs and Bulls usually play lower scoring battle, first to 100 wins type game, and that's just too many points. Give me the Cavs plus the points in that one. And I'm with you. Give me the Thunder at home. They've been playing better at home lately, so give me the Thunder buddies at home.
How about you, Brian?
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'll take the Memphis Grizzlies. These teams have both won 2 games. I think is a revenge spot for the Grizzlies. Lost last one to the Thunder. Memphis is just a better team overall than the Thunder. Normally, I don't like to lay points on the road with anybody, but I think Memphis should be a nice, strong lean there. And then I'm going to go with the Dallas Mavericks laying 8 points on the road. I think they're trying to throw something at the wall with Minnesota, see what sticks, see how many points they can get some action, try to even it out. I just think Dallas is going to whoop up on Minnesota. They're just much better than the Timberwolves here. So I'm going to lay the 8.5.
I love this comments. These are some of my favorites too, right? Like this. Anyone have a 2-team parlay that they are 100% confident in? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've got dozens of them.
Sure. Hold on. We got them just sliding right up.
Yes. Matter of fact, you can't lose. It's like, what? Yes, I'll go to the YouTube comments for my bet the house on it.
I can find bet the house 2-teamer somewhere.
I can see yourself like you're in line at the Westgate. It's like, can you guys clear out to the side? We got a house coming through here. I'd like to bet the house on this parlay. 2 teams. Alabama money line against Western Kentucky in football. Yeah. I like Thunder Buddies against the Grizzlies. I like the Hornets. I like the Timberwolves here against the Mavericks. I love the way the line's moving the other way. Just more load up the truck. Go 9, bet it again. We will continue to bet it all the way up.
You get burned when you take the Timberwolves. I think it's
absolutely, absolutely. The Timberwolves are 10-33. I'm like 1-68 with the Timberwolves games.
Tell you, the Phoenix Suns kind of look like a play, even though they're on a back-to-back against them.
This is my favorite betting line at the casino. Do. I told the guys at Silver Sevens Casino in Vegas, I always tell them, because that place just always clobbers me. I always tell the guys at the craps table, I'm like, you guys should have T-shirts on the front. It should just say, come on in, you're due. I'm due, man. Come on in, you're due. People say it all the time. All the time. I'm due, man. I'm due. It's like, okay. Yeah, you're due.
Just one more 50 into this machine.
Tampa Bay Lightning puck line. It's like,
yeah,
they lost outright, right? Yesterday?
No, they lost. They won by 1. No, they won 4-3.
Oh, they won, but no puck line, right? No puck line. The puck line was like plus 175 on that game. They just really suckered the bettors in on that thing, right?
Yeah.
They give out like plus 175 in a Lightning puck line game. Like people were all over it. Puck line 175.
I was actually looking at baseball betting lines today. That's
like,
how.
Put a little something on the Lightning puck line. You're due. Let me tell you, you're due. Spurs versus the Clippers. Jazz versus the Nets. This is the line mover, weird one of the day. And then the Kings and the Hawks. It's like they just keep pushing that Nets. It's like I think the Nets are probably announcing that guys aren't going to play. That's what's happening here.
They're also calling all the squares.
I don't know. On the Nets?
Oh, for sure.
I
10
don't
points.
think
Captain Filet Fish looks at it and goes, "Oh, they're only one game worse than the Jazz. They don't even look at the injury report. They just take the 10 points."
I'll tell you what
Jazz are going to pummel them into the ground.
I'll tell you what happens. Let's see what a little birdie tells me. I'll tell you who the squares have. I've got the square tracker.
Brooklyn beat them 130-96 last time they played, so I'm sure that the Jazz remember that beatdown. I might have to add the Jazz as a premium play.
Who do you like there, Rod? Did you give out your picks?
I forgot one more. I got to go with the Spurs at home plus the 5.5. It's not a huge
all
bet,
day,
but
all day,
I think it's a big value pick.
all day. They're gonna win outright money line.
I'm not a big Popovich fan, but the Spurs are
I
at
am.
home. This is just a game they could easily win outright. So
Money
why not?
line.
Sprinkle a little in the money line and take the points as your major wager.
Put all your bet on the money line.
Yeah.
Come
So
on.
instead of looking for a
Well,
two-game
just-
parlay, just take the Spurs plus the points.
Yeah, I like the Spurs there as well.
Yeah, Brian. You know what? I have to like the Jazz a lot with you.
Spurs are
Be
1-6 ATS following a straight up win this year. So Clippers win one and then they lose one. They win one, they lose one, they win one, they lose one. Giving me the Spurs here on the money line. Love it.
I think I'm just gonna bet $1,000 on the Utah Jazz just because I feel like it. I'm inspired. I just felt you ever just have like this thing? Oh my God, it's so obvious. It's just so freaking obvious. That's what I always say at the casino. It's so like I put like a $20 hard 10. It's like 5 rolls later, it's hard 10. I'll be like, nice hit. It's so freaking obvious, man.
So freaking obvious. Yeah.
It's like
You
then I'll
feel
parlay
You
it
can
up.
just feel it. You know it's coming.
Parlay it up. I always parlay it up, man. Always in the hard ways. Parlay it up. Put 20 to $25 hard ways. Parlay. Always. All day. I really like the Jazz here. I'm kind of jazzed. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't put that in as a premium.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, is it too late for me to jump on the Jazz? I hate those games that are so easy that you wish you would have.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the Utah Jazz. I'm jazzed about the Jazz. I also like the Kings and the Spurs in this slot. I think
the late evening slot's the best slot. Right?
Well, this Hawks game against the Kings, this is like just a gem, you know. This is just a gem because like the Hawks have been playing pretty well, but one thing we know about the Sacramento Kings, no one's streakier than the Sacramento Kings, and right now they're in one of those good streaks. And normally because they're so bad in their bad streaks, that the good streaks kind of sneak up on them. But no one is streakier than the Sacramento Kings. We know that. That this 3-1 stretch that they're in right now could easily turn into a 9-10 game winning streak with these guys. This could be an 8 out of 9 stretch, or this could be 15 out of 16 with these guys. This is how they are. This is their identity. They win in bunches and lose in bunches, and right now they're winning in bunches. They're playing a Hawks team that's 8-2 in their last 10, but let's be realistic here. It's the Atlanta Hawks. Brian, what do you sell?
I totally agree with the Kings there. I should have mentioned it.
Brian, what are you selling to these fine people?
Well, I'm off another winning day yesterday, so 2 bounce-back winning days after that horrible Sunday. Let me see. I got my Wednesday shocker 3-back. One of these games is an absolute shocker. 2 NBA, 1 NHL, $40 at PickDogs.com. Premium Picks. My baseball subscription is up. Jump on it now. $4.95 for the complete season. It's going to be a huge Major League Baseball season full of dogs. I don't take those I don't take the big Iceman minus 180s. I like to look at low juice or plus money. So look into that baseball package.
I like to call Brian's baseball package hot diggity baseball.
Hot diggity baseball?
Yes.
Hot diggity baseball.
Hot diggity.
Well, I got a baseball package up. It's $500. Get it now. It was hot diggity baseball.
What do you get for $500? What exactly am I buying?
What do you get? You get every play from April 1st all the way to the World Series. You'll get every
7 months of 7 months of plays. So for $500, it's how much a month for this wonderful package?
Well, I got to, not to jump in around, but I got to say that baseball, usually around September, it does slow down a bit until you get to the postseason. So, I mean, it might only be a play a day or so of baseball.
But that's
for me personally, I don't know.
I understand that, but it's like, I mean, how many days is that from, because there's 162 games, but it's a shortened season, right? So it's not 162 this year. How many games is it this year? 150? It's still a ton. The baseball.
Yeah, a ton of games. I mean, normally I have 3 games a day. That's my baseball.
Let me see what's up. How many games is MLB this year? Because normally there's 2,600 games in a Major League Baseball season. So they're showing still 60. That was last year.
Yeah, I had a crappy year last year, so I think I'm due for a bounce back.
I was plus money at the end of last year, so.
That was a lot of chalk. A lot of chalk.
It was, man. It was
a lot of chalk last year.
Yep.
I was not positive in baseball, but I was positive for the year overall last year, and, which was amazing, considering how bad my baseball was.
And today I got it's Worthwhile Wednesday. I got a Worthwhile Wednesday 5-pack. 4 NBA again. Swept the NBA yesterday, and 1 NHL today. So 4 NBA, 1 NHL, $34.95 over Big Dogs.
All right. Be sure to check out our YouTube premium. It's us 3. We won yesterday. I know I was 2-0, and I know they got consensus picks all hit too, and then these guys hit some plays too. So yeah. Premium, it's $30 a month. You get 4 picks, and for $50 a month, you get 8 picks a day.
I put the link for the sign up in the Best of the Live show in the Capper bio if anybody needs it. So.
Nice, Brian. That was good. Good job. Thanks for doing that.
I thought it might be helpful.
Yeah, just sell 7 months worth of picks for $40 or something, and then throw a link in for the $30 thing. It's like,
yeah, the guys don't want to spend the $30. They'd rather spend.
I'm gonna start playing my guitar on here and sticking out one of those donate buttons. It's like I got a donate button. I'll start playing my guitar, man. It's like people pay to not have to listen to it. I'm the worst guitar player in the world. I am the absolute worst. There's people that might be as bad as me. Nah, there's no one as bad as me. I am the worst guitar player in the world. And people are like, "Oh man, how long have you been playing?" 40 years. Over 40 years. I stink. Have you taken lessons? Many times. Many times, many different teachers, many different methods. I stink at all of them. I am the worst guitar player. All right, NHL action. Let's see what we got. Are they playing today? Yeah, they are. 6 games. No, 5 games. We got the Calgary Flames against the Ottawa Senators, the Smudges against the Ducks, the Penguins against the Sabres, the Canucks against the Jets, and then the San Jose Sharks against the LA Kings. Wow, this sounds like a lot of fun for someone. Brian, just make you want to lace up the skates or what?
I can see a lot of -1.5 picks coming here from some guys, but as far as I'm thinking, I like the Ottawa Senators at home plus the 150, 155. Ottawa just beat Calgary in the last game, and I like the Flames. I'd never lay -170 with Calgary on the road. I think the Senators could easily steal another one here. I think they're 4-2 overall against Calgary this year. I'm not precisely sure of their exact record, but I like Ottawa here. And then the other one, I'll take the Ducks plus the 1.5. I think it's a 1-goal game, 1-goal win for the Wild. So I'm going to take the Ducks plus the 1.5.
I'm with you. Give me the Senators in that one. Actually, I'm going to take the over. Give me the over 6 in that one. I think we're going to see goals on plenty. I like that better than trying to pick us off. The over. And you know what? I'm gonna take the Buffalo Sabres here plus 235. I think they can't keep losing them all. They're due for a win. I think the world's on the Penguins here. This is a good shot for Buffalo to sneak out a win here. They get some puck love and some puck bounces. I'm going to take the Sabres money line. Outright the Penguins.
The Sabres have the talent. They just can't do anything with it.
They can't keep losing forever.
Hey guys, done? Gotta let me know because I don't listen to the hockey section. It's like I'm doing other stuff. It's like this is when I'm answering emails. It's like
And then take the Canucks.
Oh, so you're not.
Oh, we're going already in the late swing.
Sorry, my bad. Jumping into the.
No. I said them all because I'm answering emails. I'm doing whatever because hockey bores me to tears.
Ron has the Canucks. I'm going to go with the Jets here. It's a super square fish patty play here, but I just think Winnipeg's it is major. But I think Winnipeg's just a better team than the Canucks. Yeah, I think they take them to the cleaners again. So it's not as much. I love the Senators and I like the Ducks, and I'm just a small lean with the Jets.
Canucks are 9-8 at home. Jets are 9-6 on the road. Not much difference there from the record. I'll take the Canucks at home here. Nice plus 120 price on that one. That's what I like. Now we're done hockey.
Okay. What's your parlay for today, Rod?
My parlay for today, we're going to go with Detroit plus the points in the NBA. We're going to take the Spurs at home and the Bucks at home. Parlay those three up.
How about you, Brian?
I'm going to go Spurs plus the points, Jazz minus the points, and Sacramento Kings plus the points.
I'm going to go with the Timberwolves, the Jazz, and the Kings, all against the spread. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. We'll just post that premium YouTube in just a moment. We appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to try and act more professional.